Hey, this your boy Digger Belly, man. We back with another video, and we got a crazy one, guys. It's a rapper out of Las Vegas, and he's accused of doing some crazy stuff, man. I seen a brief news clip. Didn't see much of the details, but I know Jabbar TX probably has a more in-depth video of what's going on. So let's check it out, guys.
Trap Montana in that bit, man. Turn up, man. Solo cabin, you see this shit, man. Iced out everything, man. For real. Me and the mic on my neck, for real. We spit hot bars around here, for real. Driving a hot car, for real.
What's up, Jabel here, and today we have a new video. A Las Vegas rapper has received a lot of attention over the past few days. He is accused of some awful things involving his own kids, beating them, starving them, and keeping them in cages at an extended stay hotel. The man we're talking about is 31-year-old Travis Dawes, who goes by the rap name Trap Montana. On social media, he portrays to be living the rich life and being a good father, but off social media is the opposite of that. On June 11th, 2023, officers responded to a domestic violence call. The person who called was 33-year-old Amanda Stamper. She was hiding in the stockroom of a Walgreens, telling the dispatcher she was afraid of Travis Dawes, her husband, because he threatened to kill her, and provided info about the kids in the hotel room. According to court documents, it all started after Travis and Amanda got into an argument about him talking to another woman. They went to Walgreens to pay a bill, and she went inside alone, and that is when she called.
Why is he gonna come after you?
Because he told me he was going to kill me today. He already beat the kids up, and I'm terrified.
He's beating your child up?
The kids in the apartment. He's super violent. So
How many kids do you guys have?
I have one child with him, but he has 6 other kids on his own. But this is the situation. So he's already been doing this for like weeks, and so I finally left, right? But he's like very manipulative.
Police arrived at the Extended Stay America Hotel a few minutes.
Yo, she left because she said she feared for her life because he threatened to kill her, and he's already beat the kids up. So he would take anger out on his own babies before he would anybody else. And no violence is acceptable in any type of situation, I feel like, unless it's defending yourself. But like this right here, you would take violence out on your own kids before anybody else? That is disgusting, man.
Away from the Walgreens, 2 children ages 9 and 11 locked in a dog cage, and 4 other children were found. The horrifying image was captured on police body cam. Not only children were inside the room, but 2 dogs were rescued by police, a total of 6 kids. Travis, 11-year-old, who was locked in a dog cage with his 9-year-old sibling, was severely beaten and emaciated. The kids were living in filth and without food.
Babies.
One of the kids in the cage said that he had to share a 1 large fry from McDonald's with his siblings.
The badly injured child saying on video he hadn't eaten in days and that his father would hit him with belts, cords, and according to police, this pan. A detective telling the grand jury he kept saying that he was always hungry, that he needed big food because he was a big boy now, and that he would have to share like 1 large fry from McDonald's with his 6 siblings.
I hit my face on the cage because I was squished up trying to get out of the cage.
A prosecutor to a detective. Did the 11-year-old mention to you how often he was locked in the dog cage? He said all day, every day.
At this time, Travis is facing multiple charges.
Yo, this is one of the most disgusting, disturbing stories I've ever heard in my life, man. And it's from a so-called trap rapper, man. Like, this dude locked his kids in cages, and what's crazy, like, the whole situation's insane. We just breaking down stuff. He locked the 2 oldest kids in cages. Left the kids at home by themselves with 2 dogs in a nasty extended stay hotel. Like, society really needs help, man. Like, just imagine, this is just one couple. Just one couple.
Charges of child abuse and charges of sex trafficking and living off the earnings of a prostitute in a separate criminal case. Travis was pimping his wife Amanda Stamper, who was also arrested and faces child abuse charges. She is the biological mother of one of Dawes' 7 kids. In a jail interview, her husband was a monster who made her work in the sex industry and basically says she was a victim as well.
And look at his face, man. Look at his smug face. He just looked like people just like just like taking up his time, man. Like, this is an inconvenience for him. Somebody that has kids locked in cages, like animals. And like, animals not even supposed to be locked in cages. Animals are meant to run free in nature. So like, man, this is pretty disgusting, man. I don't really have words for it, man. And the words that I do have probably get my YouTube video strike. So.
And denies harming the kids.
I'm innocent, and I wouldn't like to continue this interview without my lawyer.
Travis Doss had agreed to an interview with us.
Why did you think it was okay to put 2 children in cages?
I don't think you heard me. I said I'm innocent, and I would like my lawyer to be present.
But Doss already admitted to the abuse in detail to police, according to this arrest report. Now he's charged with 42 felony counts.
He's just scared now because of all the time he's facing. I was dealing with a monster.
Stamper is charged with 7 counts of child abuse.
Are you guilty of those charges?
She didn't help.
No.
Did you ever previously try to get the children help?
No, because I was scared of what he would do, his retaliation.
Guilty.
She says Doss has had custody of his 6 children, and abuse escalated over the past year.
She is completely guilty. You sat there the whole time and didn't help them kids at all, knowing that their life was on the line. Like, the 11-year-old was beaten so bad, both his eyes were closed. Like, these are kids whose body and brains are in development, being abused like this and assaulted like this, and you just sit around? No, you're completely guilty, man. Should have been got them help. You mean to tell me at no point did you get away by yourself to be able to go to the police department? It was like, look, I had enough of this. This dude is doing this. They would go over there discreetly and handle that situation without anybody getting hurt, and you wouldn't be hurt either. And they would keep him away from you. But nah, people don't like to use their brain for some reason. And if you're that manipulated to where you can just sit around that type of abuse and not help, then maybe you deserve to be somewhere too, getting the help that you need, you know, instead of just walking around normally.
With Doss forcing her to sell sex.
Were you part of that abuse? Did you witness that abuse?
No, his father would. I was abused as well, not just him, but he would use like my children and my family. Like if I was to ever call the police, like he would go find my family and my kids. He's just a really violent person.
Were you aware that 2 children were locked in a cage?
That's why I called the police.
Stamper.
How small this cage is, man. His knees are stuck in the cage, and look at the room they got. I'm a parent, man. And whether you're a parent or not, man, like, these are kids. And even if you don't like kids, they're humans. Everybody should be upset over this type of stuff, man. This is unacceptable and disgusting. And I'm trying to tell you, if I was just watching this video and I wasn't making a video on camera right now, man, I have a lot of terrible words coming out of my mouth right now. This is heartbreaking. Look at this, man. Can you imagine it? Look at these babies, man.
That's why I called the police.
Stamper called 911 from the Walgreens across the street.
And I just wanted them to be safe in the end. Like, and I wanted everybody out of it. I just wanted him incarcerated.
To
And I appreciate the fact she did that, though.
Stamper
She
should
saved
have
them.
protected the children sooner.
I'm sorry, but I didn't
Should've
do
been sooner,
it.
though.
You're talking about the fear that you felt about him, and I keep thinking, if you felt that way, how did those babies feel?
Oh, I know they were terrified.
So terrified, the children were
And great questions by the interviewer right there. Great questions.
afraid to open the door for about 10 minutes, moments before being rescued.
Now, this is one of the most saddest stories we have ever seen involving a rapper, but we shouldn't call him a rapper because he did not have any success in the music industry. And they even have an article by the New York Post where it says here, wannabe rapper. And somebody like this would not even be accepted in the music industry. I mean, the word rapper
I can't
next to
even laugh
somebody
at the
who abuses
article.
kids does not sound right at all. And the fact that these kids went through so much is very sad, and hopefully now they are in good hands. and these two are going to be locked away for quite some time. But according to Amanda, she is claiming that she was also a victim and she was scared of Travis Dawes. And some people are saying the only reason she called was because she was for her own safety. She wasn't really concerned about the kids. She was only thinking about herself. But it is what it is, and hopefully things do get better for these kids. And that is it for this video. Leave a comment, let me know what you...
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jabbar TX, man. Make sure y'all go give him a subscribe, man. He makes great content. But man, this story is disgusting. Anybody that watched this should feel some type of way, man, that stuff like this even exists and happens. And you know, you hear about stuff like this, you might be the police running down on a human trafficking, child trafficking investigation or something. But no, man, this is somebody doing this to their kids, man. They flesh and blood. I don't know how he even has custody of all them kids. You know, says a lot about the mothers. You know, but God bless. I don't know any of their situations, man. And best of wishes to them kids, man. God bless. And I just hope everything is just lovely for them moving forward, man, because that's terrifying. And those kids are going to take their trauma with them through life, unfortunately. Because a lot of that stuff, man, and like I said, kids in the developmental stage mentally. Adults' brains don't even fully develop to 25. So, you know, these are babies. Heartbreaking, man. Well, y'all seen it like I seen it, man. I'm out.